All the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we've basically moved back to the 80s, an era where the men wore more makeup than the women.
I barely wear any makeup, but it's fun. But if I wear anything at all, it's just like eyeshadow, and that's rare because I'm boring.
I found some old pictures of myself from back then a little while ago, and I'm a big fella. I'm big, okay, and I've got very wide shoulders, and I had back then as well. But it was the 80s, so if you wore something, you needed to have shoulder pads. So
Yeah.
I was there, big me, big shoulders, leather jacket, shoulder pads. It made me look like a nail. I just sort of long tapered tight jeans of the legs, and then going up to these wide shoulder pads, and it was just basically just it looks like I was standing there waiting for somebody to hit me on the head and hammer me into the ground.
I want to see that picture. That sounds amazing. I will send you stupid looking pictures of me, and we'll force Laura to send you stupid looking pictures of her, and then we'll be good. Yeah, shoulder pads. People still use shoulder pads.
That's no good. You know, everybody knows. Everybody knows that all photos of Laura are absolutely fantastic.
She refuses to send me photos very often. I'm like, send them. I want to see you. But no. She'll send me pictures from Florida.
Yeah. Yes. It's actually amuses the hell out of me that you can ask her at any time how many days it is until her holiday, and she can tell you.
She knows. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, that is the look, really, isn't it?
That's the best thing in the world. That's the best thing in the world. Oh yeah, Lisa, I understand too. Like when I go, sometimes I'll still do like a Sims 3 cast. And because if you really want to make a sim that looks like someone, The Sims 3 is easier for me. But yeah, you spend so much time with stuff loading, and then you have to refresh your thumbnails, and that takes forever. And oh god, aw, you two are adorable.
That wasn't a kiss. She just bit his cheek.
Yeah, well, his cheek is tasty. I'll try not to be resentful of their love.
It's all those natural products in the wake up he's wearing. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically just lead-based paint. So he's gonna go crazy like they did in the olden days. When do you work, dude? When do you work? 6 hours, and you're hungry.
In the olden days, like the 80s, yes.
The olden days, yes. They didn't wear lead-based pancake makeup in the 80s, I don't think. Maybe.
Well, in the 70s they did. It was punk era. Okay, you made your own makeup, so it was super glued hair and wallpaper paste and things like that, and sort of wall paint makeup, and it was absolutely fantastic era. But I'm surprised that people didn't get it through it with brain damage. And actually, now thinking back to the times, I'm amazed that a number of people made it through the era without brain damage. Yeah. But yes,
true. Lisa said Sylvia Plastyle. It's like, wait, are we sticking our head in the oven? I'm not exactly sure. I'm missing something.
Possibly.
Or is that the makeup? I miss things all the time. So please explain. Because I think I missed something in the chat.
I'm male. It's virtually my job. Let's see how many times we can get him to step on the plate.
You like, bite him in his face. There we go. I gave Kenny some dating advice where I was like, don't call him. It's like one of our friends said, don't ask for her digits, and I said, no, don't call him digits. Call him digis. Ladies like that, and make sure to smell her face. That's my dating advice. So you should listen to that, Simon, because I give the best dating advice.
Okay.
It's never sarcastic.
No.
Ever in any way.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of got to the age now, yeah, sort of a divorcee, where I just keep on running up to people saying, don't do it, for God's sake, you'll regret this in 5 years' time.
Nah. Relationships can be nice. I just gotta get good at them.
Nobody's good at them.
Would be nice. Oh, hey, Don. Sup, Don. Share the big news. Hey, I'm pregnant. Does that work for you? Thank you, Rosanna. I do think it's great advice. I'm gonna sip on a soda here. Don't mind me.
We'll know when Don hears the word pregnant because he's going to suddenly burst into a run.
He's like, is it mine? Am I that potent?
I never touched you, but I suppose it's still possible.
His sperm just astrally project into women's wombs.
Yeah. When you're this much of a man. Yeah.
Yeah. His very powerful baby batter can put buns in many ovens.
Yes. And it's Sydney, the musical dog. Hello,
yes,
Sydney.
He was sitting behind the microphone, and now he's running around, being cute, standing there, looking at me like, why aren't you doing my bidding? All right, yes, have a conversation with Don. Yeah, talk to him while he does that.
And Don says, fine, I've assumed the position, let's carry on.
It's like, women on top, that's a better way to get you pregnant, right? And it's like, no, I'm already pregnant. I'm good. Got that part taken care of.
Yes, but you've not had it with me, so you're perhaps not pregnant enough.
You need to be triple pregnant. So I want it to be the world's first instance of triple pregnant. He already got a lady double pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to understand something here, Kate. I am so potent, so fertile that if I make love to you and you give birth to a girl, 18 years later, she's going to give birth to my child as well.
That's horrible.
It is, really, isn't it?
That is so horrible. That went to a dark place.
Actually, I think that was the plot of one of the Omen movies, but okay.
Oh, maybe. I haven't seen those in so long. Ooh, we're going to make sausage and peppers. $48 fucking dollars for sausage and peppers?
Well, they're gold-plated peppers.
Ah, it must be like... It had better be freaking sausage made from gold leaf and Iberico ham.
I'm Don Lothario. In one action, I shall give birth to the next 5 generations of your children.
He works in 3 minutes. Get going. Get going. Go to work. Work's fun. We're not going to go with him. Actually, I've never... Oh, no, he's not in one of the get-to-work careers. So, yeah. Go cook. Stop talking to him. You're hungry. Go cook. You're eating for 2, possibly 3 or 4 or 5, because you've been standing near Don Lothario, so who knows. Ton makes pretty babies.
Well, I think the Don fathered my Sim's child, and once we changed the skin color to a more traditional blue, which if you haven't seen my series, you won't understand why. I think the baby looked very pretty.
No, I'm so behind on all the things that I have to catch up on watching, but I watched your Lost Potato video. I'm like halfway through it. Yes, so I'm halfway through it. Laura's adorable. She's like, you're like, we're gonna drown the spider, and she's like, no, I got it.
I finally watched her episodes, and I don't know if you noticed how she's going around saying how she's hungry all the time. She's actually carrying some of the best food in the game with her, but not realizing it.
That's pretty much how I play everything. That's my jam. We should hire a maid so she just doesn't have to do anything ever. Put that away.
Well, you're a Dark Souls player, so basically anything of any quality whatsoever you pick up, you keep just in case you need it later on.
Oh my god. Dark Souls 3 was announced. Sorry, I didn't mean to,
So that's the sound I heard, was it? I just heard this faint shriek of delight coming from the west. Now I understand why.
Yep. Yep. I am super excited, but I didn't like Dark Souls 2 very much. It was fine. So, but the guy who worked on the first game is back. So,
Well, that's good. I think it might. It's certainly going to be worth looking at. The level design on Dark Souls, if you guys never seen it, is absolutely fantastic. It's professional to the nth degree.
oh my god, like
Yeah.
the first game is like someone went through and mapped it out, and it's perfect. Like the way that it's set up. Like it actually all fits and it's one cohesive environment, and anywhere you can see on the map, other than obviously like your skybox and your painted mountains way in the distance, but anything you can see on the map that looks like you can get to it, you can get to. It's it's wonderful. But Dark Souls 2, like there's a weird thing where you take an elevator up and end up underground in a lava pit, and it's not as good. Not as good. When Souls 3 comes out, you should play it with me, Simon.
Yeah, I might very well do that, to be totally honest with you. But at the moment, I'm salivating at the thought of Fallout 4 and the next Deus Ex installment. So yes.
Yeah, yeah. What's did they just announce Fallout 4, or is it coming out soon?
They announced it. It should be out in November.
Nice. What's going on with that? I've seen someone play 3.
Hmm. I've actually been thinking about doing a playthrough of it, but it's actually very, very hard to do because there's copyright music in it.
Oh, yeah.
And even if you turn the music off, occasionally you're going to walk into a room with the radio on, and you get to hear the music. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you end up losing all the revenue on your YouTube stream. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah, other than that, it's a good game.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. They've announced a new one, and there's a few changes in it, and a lot of people are going, well, I'm not entirely certain I like that idea. But we shall see. Yeah, so for example, the character is going to be voice acted for the first time ever.
Yeah. That's really cool. I mean, that's definitely something new. So that would be exciting. I saw, like I said, I saw someone playing through 3. I get really motion sick when I play anything first person. So it either has to have a reticle or it just has to not make me motion sick. And
this first person shooter has to have a reticle. It sounds rude.
I insist. So, Zesty.
Yeah. Show us your reticule.
Oh my god, his face right now. Oh my god.
That is screenshot worthy. Oh, absolutely.
Come here. He needs a fabulous background. Oh, but I need the stance too.
No, he doesn't, because the normalness of the background just throws his costume into sharp contrast.
Yeah, but I need a close-up of that attitude. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Looking good, dude. Looking good.
I mean, that couldn't be any better, any more 80s, unless he was carrying tennis balls and scratching his bum.
I could not be happier with his makeover. I absolutely could not be happier. Oh, man. So, is this the family we're going to stick with for streaming? I don't know. What do you all think? And I really just want her to give birth now, so we're going to zip ahead and just make it so that they don't die. Sound like a plan? I think that's a plan. We should get them a desk so he can write some jokes. Let's see.
I think either Andy Ray likes the idea or she's got a slow puncture. One or the other. Yes.
I know there's a cheat to unlock all the cool stuff. And I do not remember what the cheat is. Johnny is fabulous, and he is wearing that makeup.
Oh, yes.
He is wearing it. Man, I just got really hungry. What's happening to me? Hunger. Desk chairs.
Possibly you need to eat food?
No, food is dumb. Food's for dumb people. I have soda, and I have some Triscuits. I made really awesome chicken the other night. It's gonna sound disgusting, but it was so good. We made chicken and waffles. Do you know what chicken and waffles are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we made chicken and waffles. And I had these brown rice Triscuits that, like, they're flakier than normal Triscuits. You know what Triscuits are.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to assume any of it, because Stop me if I'm like saying anything that doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
I don't have to worry. I speak American.
Yeah, I speak American. So basically, I crushed up a ton of Triscuits and I made breading, and they were sweet potato and sea salt brown rice ones. And then I mixed 2 eggs with a cup and a half of sriracha sauce, and I used that as the egg wash, and I breaded the chicken with the Triscuits, and then I baked it, and then we made waffles in our new waffle maker, and then had this local maple syrup because I'm in upstate New York and we have awesome local maple syrup, and it was friggin' phenomenal. So
Sounds
good.
good, actually. Yes.
It was really good. If you ever come visit, I will make it for you. Okay, BB, ignore gameplay and entitlement. Okay, hang on. Let's do this. I gotta. Oop. Don't mind me, I'm copy pasting this from the
Yeah,
chat.
because that is way too long a word to type in.
Copy. Boom.
Yeah, this is actually. I think this is the reason why they've changed all the cheats. It's they're looking at this. There's probably a committee sitting around a table saying, "We're going to change it to that because no bugger's ever going to want to type that." And that's.
Yay! The cheat is on.
The cheat is on.
Cheat. The cheat is on.
Actually,
burning, burning, burning. Actually, what?
I was trying to get cheats into changes, but it's not quite working.
Cheating.
Actually, that does work, doesn't it? Cheating. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that works. Yeah.
I want him to have this one. So I just told him to do a thing. We're gonna give him a lesson in learned helplessness. I told you to do that, but stop. Go here. I'm gonna get you a new computer, okay? And you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
If you don't love
You gotta,
it, I'm gonna put
you gotta
in
face the other way and close your eyes because the magical computer fairy is about to visit.
Yep. Yeah, that one's lame. Surprise! Yeah. Get that cool thing. Now you're gonna go write the best jokes in the universe. And if they are not, I'm gonna cut you. So, I don't want you to be sad. Just don't suck. Oh, whoops. I clicked on a thing. Don't mind me. Yay. Yay. Okay. Pooter. Saying pooter's fun, but pooter also means vagina.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also still fun.
Well, there's very few things more fun than a vagina.
I don't know. They're weird looking. All women
Well,
think that. All women think that
Most
their vaginas are
men
weird
think
looking.
that as well. To be totally honest with you, but
They
it's not something you want to admire from a distance. It's the interactivity that's the important thing.
That's fair. Oh, man. I'm sorry if I made you hungry, Jessica, because I'm super hungry. And thank you for the cheat. I hate that I'm so hungry. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we'll have to do Alice next time. Unless, I don't know. Unless you want me to start now. I'd have to start now.
Well, let's ask the poll. Let's ask the chat. I was going to say we should do a poll, but that's my live stream, and you can't do polls on Twitch. Do you guys want us to play Alice?
Yeah, we can start Alice.
Yeah.
Oh, she's very uncomfortable. Because she is heavy with child. And hunger. I think there are non-magical computer fairies. I think there are.
There's quite a few non-magical computer fairies, but yeah, you don't want to draw attention to it because they get embarrassed.
I call Laura my fairy unicorn. Because I'm not weird or anything.
No, of course not.
I think it's
As if anyone would
generally-
think that.
Yes, I think it's generally agreed upon that I'm really weird. Alright, so that's one vote for Alice. Let's just keep this
One day we're actually going to have to record and somebody play back the conversations we have between episodes when we actually record together.
But but we say such deeply inappropriate things. Oh, she can't get in when she's pregnant? What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah.
This is discrimination.
It's not going to be a water birth now, is there? No?
Mm-mm. No, she's just gonna get one of those birthing chairs, the squatting ones. I think that's the way to go. Alright, so
Yeah.
that's 2 votes for Alice.
Yeah. I've got to be honest with you, though. A water birth does dye the pool a really interesting colour. And by interesting, I mean terrifying.
Ew. Ew. Oh, there's another Alice vote.
Not to labour the point too much, but normally after a woman gives birth, the nurse takes the baby away and gives it a quick rinse.
Yes, because
You don't need to do that. Yeah.
so gross. But babies are gross in general.
Oh yes. I mean, admittedly, the grossness wears off after about the first 18 years, but yeah.
Figure once they can bathe themselves and stop throwing up every time you're in the car.
Yeah, the
Well,
problem
good
is
for
then
them.
they go to university and then they lose the ability to bathe themselves and start throwing up again in the car.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so I'm gonna save this. I have 1,000,000 saves.
I mean, the one thing that actually really bothered me as a teenager was, as it was a teenager, would go out drinking, come in at night, and my parents always seemed to hide an elephant underneath the creaky stair on the way up to my bedroom. So you come in as quietly as possible, close the door as quietly as possible, fall over and hit your head as you slammed it shut because you were completely paralytic, and then quietly sneak up the stairs and try desperately not to tread on the creaky one, but it didn't work because they moved it every single time and put an elephant underneath it. Or at least that's what it sounded like, at least.
Were you naughty? Did you sneak in a lot?
I was incredibly naughty. I got in the UK, the legal drinking age is 18.
Mm-hmm.
I got barred from my favourite pub for getting very, 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 very drunk and then trying to arrange my 18th birthday party. I mean, the landlord wasn't the brightest person in the world, but he can count.
Nice. Okay, well, the votes we've had are for Alice, so we can switch out, and that works because I can take a break and go pee and grab something to stuff in my mouth. Ideally, that includes food, and that'll be.
Oh, I was going to ask. I'm not entirely certain who's home.
I think I'm here alone, except for Sid.
Very, very fat, terrified dog at this point.
So yeah, I'm gonna. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with Alice. So,
Right, we shall talk to you in a few minutes.
all right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.